we provide all type of support. And one another thing I would like to add here that students would get one-on-one, for let's say the consultations on advices, what can be done. So basically taking that practice, that's what we'll be discussing a little bit about the Masters Plus. Besides that, you can see on the third round here that we have around 19 laboratories. We also run different programs, student club, sports center. So basically we're creating this really a wide environment where students and learners can do a lot of different experiences in what we want to do basically, and kind of see what's out there. One another thing, what I would say is that just quick the statistics about the TSI is that we have more than 120 academic staff in here. We have more than 100 different research projects that we run through the labs and projects. Majority of the professors, 70% and up, they are PhD, doctoral degree holders. We have really good ratio, male to female, which is very important in today's environment. Also, TSI counts more than 8,000, close to 9,000 alumni that actually provide different type of support to academics, to our students, and giving them opportunities, to get maybe internships, get some type of job opportunities as well. We have close to 300 different business partners, which is one another excellent opportunity to get in there. And we also partner through Erasmus or bilateral agreements with more than 30 different institutions in Europe, in Asia, and around the globe. So truly different and excellent opportunity to be part of the TSI family. One other thing, as we are speaking today about master's programs, we also have to consider and understand that master's degree is the step, one step ahead in the future, especially when we are discussing the uncertainty, when we are discussing the digital environment, when we are discussing about the innovation, sustainability, and everything like that. So therefore, we offer 6 different master's programs in different fields, such as business and management, transport and logistics, aviation management, management of information systems, electronics, and computer sciences. What we truly believe is that those are the programs that will help you as a learner to move your education forward and try to get into the fields you want to get. And maybe we never know that maybe you have decided also to change your, let's say, the degree or the direction from one field to another field. So we truly assist you in those programs for you to become better professional again in there. One other thing here, quick outline about the Masters Plus. So we offer the Masters Plus program in 2 different study programs, which is business management and transport and logistics. We have 2 programs that are offered in English, and one program will be 2 programs also will be in Latvian language as well. So we will discuss a little bit more of those things later on. For example, design thinking for strategic innovation, that will be the English direction, sustainable development in a business, that will be English and Latvian. And I believe the analysis and improvement of logistics processes, that will be in Latvian language. So as a learner, as an interested individual, you basically can choose which direction you want to go. And, again, this is the program that we do not enforce it on you. This is literally your decision. You obviously can choose the master's program without the Master's Plus, but if you will choose it, you're just gonna get additional advising. And then we will, with Professor Tezengo, we will discuss a little bit more in what we'll be doing in our mentoring programs and everything in there moving forward. The couple of the information right here, this is the 3-hour the mentors that will lead these particular courses. Myself, I will be leading design thinking for strategic innovation. And then I also will have Professor Ina Stetsenko, who will lead sustainable development of the business. And then we also will have Professor Yuri Tulaev, who also will lead analysis and improvement in the logistic processes. What we believe with this Masters Plus program is that it's truly the innovative and the dynamic approach into the skills that you as a learner want to bring into the development. So the concept in the beginning might sound a little bit what exactly it is, but the idea behind the master's class is that to make sure you as an individual bringing your, let's say, the problems of the workplaces or the actual cases that we will together as a team, we will discuss and analyze together in the classroom or work environment, which is basically very important to look on how you can take the decisions, how you can apply, for example, the sustainability in there, and then look on the solutions in the logistics field as well. So some of the benefits we put out here and outlining is that it's basically the practical advice. It's the inspiration and the support into what you want to do, all right? It's not something or the ideas that we will enforce on you. It is exactly what you're bringing on the table, and then we will help to pick your brain so we can find together all of those different solutions. It's a good opportunity to work with the class as a teammates and find together different solutions into the programs. It's a good opportunity for the networking because in today's environment, the networking is the big part and big piece. Therefore, to connect with your classmates from different fields, it's vital. So end of the day, what happens in the business environment today is that different departments, different the learning directions come together to find the solution. So this is what we will try to do into the program. Basically, we will work a little bit on the soft skills as well, which is very important besides the technical skills. And we also will develop these professional relationships with the potential partners that we have and that we will bring, for example, for them the value classes, master classes, and etc. and etc. And one other thing, what I wanted to touch here is that we have this program set up particularly for you. There will be at least 2 meetings per month, so we can come together, work on different aspects. You know, you will get the credits for that. You will get more detailed information if you'll be interested in as well into the questions. You know, the mentor track, as I mentioned, is optional. You can basically choose the master studies with or without the mentoring. It's just, again, your decision. And then when it comes to the very sensitive topic, which is the tuition fee remains the same with or without the mentor. And then if you will need more into the detailed information, we definitely can give you information. Our admissions and marketing team can provide more questions in there. And before I will present our next presenter, just quick tip and information on the admissions. We are just finishing the admission for the winter intake. Please hurry. And if you are still looking on the options and opportunities, feel free to contact us. And you can just write to us also in the chat as well, or just directly reach to us. And summer intake will be open soon as well. So again, with this pandemic environment, it is also important to think ahead of the game. And if not the winter, then let's start planning for the summer intake as well. So saying that and presenting all this information, now I would like to give a floor to our professor and Dean also, and the mentor, the Professor Ines Detsenko, who will share a little bit about her mentoring program. And then after that, I will speak about my mentoring program as well. So floor is yours, dear professor. You can speak to us now.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Iosip. Yes, of course, as I said, Iosip, I'm acting Dean of the Transport and Communication Faculty and Professor. And my dear colleagues, firstly, I would like to say many thanks of our department that you include me in this very, very interesting program. What I would like to say firstly, okay, about maybe about my experience, why I'm including in this program. You know, I have a pedagogical experience over than 20 years. Yes, it's important, but approximately 10 years I have been, not only have been, I worked in Poland in Warsaw University. Yes, and of course, in have as a visiting professor since 2016 year. I work as a visiting professor and in Tashkent Economic University, Government Economic University, and Oriental Study University. And you know, it is helpful for me understand not only focus on the culture, but it is on the area, on the economic policy of the countries. And I have a big experience in the Republic of China in Taiwan. Half year, yes, I have a very good possibility worked with the Chinese student and discussing with student, with my colleague in from the China. And of course, it's give me very good experience working with the international program and understanding what kind of problems we have in the different areas in economic and in management and in the finance too. And now I'm very happy working with my colleague Josip Gabilai as a mentors, and as I said before, our EOSIP, we have opportunity not only work about theoretical part. We have a biggest possibility discussing for us about your problem in your company, and it's most important. You know, in Latvian business, a lot of companies, a lot of biggest companies, since in the, for example, you know, it is Rosme, it is textile area, yes, in the railway, our companies, and of course, it's my big experience. I would like continue discussing with you in this very interesting time for us. Of course, we understand now in our economy has a, it is I don't speak it as a crisis, but there is a lot of problem in with the human resources, with the finance, with the management of the company. And okay, if we combine, yes, our force, we can solve of these all questions. And now I would like to say to you about our program. Welcome, my dear potential students of our master's program. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Tetsenko, sharing your experience and your the flow of the information about the sustainable development of businesses. And I definitely agree with you in that there is this different fields that need to work together in order to find the solutions and move into the sustainable business development, which is in today's uncertain environment is vital. And one another thing is that I am along the same lines. I don't believe it is the crisis. It is the time, I believe, that to put things together and look from the different perspectives, so we can run businesses from different perspectives to integrate different ideas into the discussions. Because what we believe today that, you know, it's integrated communication, integrated approaches will help to overcome this uncertainty that's coming out, and what we are actually have been working in the past couple of months and then weeks due to the pandemic. And again, definitely we will be working more into the depth, putting more into discussions with our potential students who will be joining us there into the mentoring program. So that, I think that's very exciting moving forward with the program, and we definitely will have a lot of fun, and I'm excited for that. So saying that, you know, I will introduce a little bit of my program as well, and then if there will be anyone who will have any questions, feel free to ask. We are more than happy to answer any questions. So basically, I completely have to be honest, I just completed my doctoral degree as well, which is pretty exciting. And moving into the field, it is a little bit, let's say, overwhelming, but at the same time exciting. But again, the idea behind design thinking for the strategic innovation is that to put you as a learner in the driver's seat. So what I mean in putting you in a driver's seat is that we want every single master student that joins the program to bring the issues that they feel it exists in, maybe in their working environment, that they have seen exists in the environment. So we can sit together and then work kind of applying the different thinking processes in that. So my goal is that, I apply different quality tools in it, like Six Sigma, the Kaizen, and for example, Scrum philosophies, how we can look on the idea thinking, idea generation, and designing different approaches. And then working in this mentoring program, it's the perfect opportunity to spend a couple of hours with us and use the different thinking and see what kind of end of the result that we can have. All right. So this is the environment where we allow the learners to come, make decisions, and see where that's going to take us. All right. And at the same time, you will have this feedback not only from us as leaders of the programs. And if you see me, I'm not saying as a lecturer, the leaders. So basically, these professors Stetsenko will be the facilitators. We will help you to take your direction in a different way. Maybe something it's the uncharted you've never thought. So we want to see all of those different approaches that basically will help you out, maybe to find this right solutions to the problems you're looking for, and kind of to be different innovator into your own field. And what I believe is that every single individual has their unique mindset and then different approaches into the innovation. And the innovation is unique because of that. All right. There is something you are really good at it, but maybe you need someone on the other side to give you a little bit more support, maybe a little bit of the information. So end of the day, together with your classmates or the group members, you find the solution. So that's where is the value of the networking will come into the play, because you will make your friends, you will make the colleagues into the future. And then at the same time, together, you'll be working to develop different type of approaches, different type of the thinking. Maybe you never know, maybe you change the different management models as well. So this is the strategic innovative thinking, is that how we can challenge existing, for example, models and give them a little bit of different shape. So end of the day, we have something for the uncertainty or uncertain environment. And I believe that's the two programs that we are offering, for example, which is in English. I'm not saying about the third program yet, because we will have the presentation about it later on this evening. But these two programs, which is run in English, for example, sustainable development and the business and the design thinking in a strategic innovation, will help you to literally challenge your own mind and bring and work together with us. Let's go wherever we want, and then moving forward, maybe you'll be doing your master's degree in a totally different field besides then, let's say, management and business. It's no problem. You still can join the program and be part of it, okay? So that basically helps us also and helps your classmates literally to design your thinking, because you would never think that somebody maybe from engineering field will come and give you some tips. But again, that might be the super good advice or idea that then you will convert it into the different thinking. So for example, if you will take the Six Sigma, right, it's the quality, right? But if you look on the philosophy, right, it literally helps you to define the problem and all the way through the different steps to control them. So this is the process of the learning that we are bringing for you for the master students. And I definitely looking forward to have many of you in our classes. So I always have to remind myself that I speak a lot. So I'll stop a little bit discussing right here, but if there will be any questions anyone wants to ask to us, they will be more than exciting. And maybe if Professor Stetsenko also wants to share something, that's cool. But again, we are looking forward to have any questions you might have, maybe next couple of minutes. I'm gonna stop sharing and see if there is any questions in the chat, so we can give you some more information what is happening in there as well. So, but again, if there'll be any questions from the students who've been joining us in the conversation, please feel free to ask. We are more than happy to give you that information. So if there are anyone who wants to give us the or ask us any questions, you can turn microphone on and give us ask us your questions you might have. So we are looking forward to that. Any questions so far?
Okay, thank you so much. Maybe I haven't, maybe only two sentences about a program about sustainable business when
Absolutely.
our potential student prepare for us their questions. Yes, of course, sustainable development business based on the, of course, as I said before, on the human resources, on the finance, on the management of their organization. It's important, but now it is the biggest problem in the economy, in the management of the company, that on the other hand, it's our expenses and profitability. Of course, and the profitability must be sustainable. Of course, if I said before, our responsibility is our sustainable big too, and it's our important problem in the management, in the management organization, how we can to motivate it of our human resources of our organization on the other hand. And on the second, we need to give or accumulate it of our money. Yes, and the profitable of our business. It's important. And what kind of indicators we need to use for the estimation of our company. It's important in our pandemic situation, on the crisis situation in our economy, in a lot of areas of our economy, we need to solve of this problem. And if you involve as I too in our program, we continue to solve this problem and focus on your problem for your organization. We can to solve it. Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thanks so much for sharing. Um, so far, we're trying to see if there is any questions, but if there is no questions, I just want to remind everyone that look on the winter intake and the summer intake dates and contact our admissions, the department and team. There is the contact information, there is the email for us to reach out, there is the phone number for the WhatsApp and Skype and telephone. So just feel comfortable to give us any questions. Maybe you don't feel comfortable asking questions, there's no problem as well. We are more than happy to get individual questions from you, and then we will be more than happy to coordinate and give the feedback. So again, this is the exciting times, moving forward into the master's programs, into the uncertain times. Again, I would say thank you so much for everyone joining us this afternoon. We will have another presentation in this evening around 5 p.m. So again, if there'll be any other questions, you guys maybe want to join in the evening as well. Again, the time in the evening will be the Latvian time, 1700. But meantime, if there'll be any questions, join us, give us the feedback. You can always follow us on the LinkedIn, on the Facebook and Instagram. We constantly share the updates about the university, what's happening and what's out there. So again, thank you so much, Professor Tetsenko, being with us this afternoon as well. I believe we will meet each other again in this evening too. But again, if there is no questions, I'll say thank you. And then we will be looking forward to hear back from you guys. Thank you everyone for being with us this afternoon.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome.